right, I'm sending a warning to every single Gino Smith doubter out there. If you've ever questioned whether this man can be elite, you better listen up right now, because I'm telling you, this is your last chance to hop on the hype. Train before it leaves the station. Gino Smith is going to be elite this season with the Las Vegas Raiders. And no, I'm not saying that just to stir the pot or be dramatic. I'm saying it because everything, and I mean everything, is lining up for this guy to have the best year of his entire career. So buckle up, because we're about to go deep into why the Raiders finally have a quarterback who can change the direction of this franchise, and why Gino Smith is the most underrated storyline in the entire NFL right now. Let's start with the most basic yet most important factor: belief. Belief from the organization, belief from the coaching staff, belief from the locker room. Because you can have all the talent in the world, but if the people around you don't believe in you, if they don't back you, it's all going to fall apart. And with Gino, that's not the case. He's got that support now in Las Vegas. He's got people in his corner, and that matters. It really does. Think about it. How many times have we seen talented quarterbacks flame out just because the team didn't back them? Or worse, kept yanking their leash every time they made a mistake? Well, that won't be the case here. Gino has the trust of this Raiders franchise. They brought him in knowing what he brings to the table, and they're building everything around him. And you want proof that this guy is built to be elite? Just look at the words of Pete Carroll, one of only 3 people on the planet who has ever won both a Super Bowl and a college football national championship. Pete knows what greatness looks like. He's coached elite players. He's built championship teams. And what did he say about Gino Smith? He called him a leader, a tone setter, the kind of quarterback who shows up first, leaves last, and loves and breathes football. Pete Carroll didn't just throw those words out there because he felt like being nice. He said them because he's seen the work ethic, the leadership, the dedication. He said Gino Smith is elite. And when a guy with Pete Carroll's resume says that, you listen. Now, some of you might be saying, okay, but what about his actual play? I hear you. Stats matter, production matters. So let's talk about that. Over the last few seasons, Gino Smith has been quietly putting together one of the most efficient stretches by any quarterback in the league. We're talking about top 5 accuracy numbers. We're talking about elite level completion percentages. In fact, according to advanced analytics, Gino has been the most accurate quarterback in the NFL over the last 4 years. That's not opinion. That's not bias. That's cold, hard data. You dive into the next-gen stats, into the on-target throw percentages, into the completion rates on throws of 10 yards or more, and Gino is consistently near the top. And it's not just short throws either. This man can launch it. Gino Smith had one of the highest completion percentages on deep throws in the entire NFL last year. He was 3rd in on-target passes over 20 yards downfield, 4th in deep completion percentage, 8th in explosive play success rate. That's not average quarterback stuff. That's top-tier production. That's elite-level quarterback play. And it gets even better when you look at what the Raiders have put around him. Let's talk about this offense. Because it's not just about Gino. It's about what the organization has done to support him. This isn't a one-man show. This is a complete structured offense designed to bring out the very best in its quarterback, starting with the weapons. The Raiders' receiving core is sneaky loaded. You've got guys like Jacoby Myers, who had over 100 targets last year without dropping a single pass. That's right, not one drop. Pair that with a young stud like Jack Beck, who had just 1 drop all of last season and only 4 in his entire college career. Then there's Brock Bowers, who, despite catching passes from subpar quarterbacks, still managed to flash big-time ability. And the moment he gets more accurate balls thrown his way, watch out. The guy's a mismatch nightmare, and with Gino at the helm, he's going to get a chance to explode. And we're not done there. The Raiders have serious speed on this roster. Trey Tucker, Dante Thornton Jr., Tommy Milloy. These guys all run sub-4 440s. That's burners all over the field. And when you mix that kind of speed with Gino's deep ball accuracy, you get an offense that can score from anywhere. On the field at any moment. Chip Kelly, the Raiders offensive coordinator, is all about stretching the field, about creating explosive plays. That's the foundation of his scheme. And now he's got the quarterback and the personnel to execute it to perfection. But it's not just Kelly. Look at this entire coaching staff. You've got Pete Carroll back in the building, and say what you want about his age. This guy knows how to develop quarterbacks. He did it with Russell Wilson. He did it with Gino once already. And now he's got the chance to do it again with even more experience under his belt. Then there's Greg Olsen, one of the most respected quarterback coaches in the league. He's been trusted by guys like John Gruden, Sean McVay, some of the sharpest minds in football. He's worked with Derek Carr, Matt Stafford, and yes, Gino Smith. That continuity matters. That experience matters. When elite coaches believe in a player, it tells you everything you need to know. And let's not ignore the fact that Gino's going to be playing in the most favorable environment of his career. For the first time, he'll be playing most of his games indoors or in domes. 12 games indoors this season. That's massive. In his Seahawks career, when Gino played in domes, he was lights out. I'm talking 30 touchdowns to just 5. Picks and a quarterback rating over 110. Compare that to his outdoor stats, and the difference is night and day. The guy thrives in controlled environments, and that's exactly what he's going to get now that he's wearing silver and black. Let's also look at protection, because if you're going to be elite, you need time to throw. And last season, Gino faced one of the highest pressure rates in the league. Over 38% of his dropbacks were under duress. That's brutal. That's Mahomes in the Super Bowl kind of pressure. Yet even under that, Gino still managed to rank among the best in deep ball efficiency and explosive plays. And now, the Raiders have revamped their offensive line. It's not elite yet, but it's solid. It's got depth. It's got potential. And most importantly, it's not the mess that Gino dealt with in Seattle. If this line can just be average, or better yet, crack the top 12, Gino is going to cook. And then there's the run game, Ashton Jeanty, the 6th overall pick. People are already calling him a top 5 running back, and he hasn't even played a snap in the NFL yet. But the talent is there. The vision, the explosiveness, the pass-catching ability, it's all there. And when Gino's teams have managed to average even just 4 yards per carry, he's 21-10. That's not a fluke. That's a quarterback who knows how to win when the offense is balanced. That's what elite quarterbacks do. They capitalize when the supporting cast is doing its job. And with Jeanty in the backfield, that balance is finally possible. One more thing, wins. You want to talk about what really defines quarterbacks in the NFL? It's wins, not yards, not touchdowns, not passer ratings. It's wins. And over the past 3 seasons, Gino Smith has more quarterback wins than all but 5 guys. Lamar Jackson, Jared Goff, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, and Patrick Mahomes. That's elite company. That's not just a coincidence. That's consistency. That's availability. That's being good enough, smart enough, and steady enough to lead your team to victory week after week. So when I say that Gino Smith can be elite this season, I mean it. Not just because of his arm, not just because of his leadership, but because the entire structure is finally in place for him to succeed. Coaching, weapons, protection, environment, play design, game management. It's all there. For the first time in a long time, the Raiders have built something that makes sense. Something that gives their quarterback the tools he needs to win. And Gino, he's ready. He's motivated. He's experienced. He's seen the highs. He's battled through the lows. And now he's got a shot to write his legacy in silver and black. Don't wait until week 8 to say you believed in him. Don't jump on the bandwagon when the national media finally starts giving him credit. The time is now. Gino Smith is going to be elite. And when it happens, you'll know you heard it here first. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Whispers are swirling in the NFL world, and the latest buzz centers around the promising young quarterback Jaylen Milro. According to sources close to the league, there's talk that Milro might be on the verge of signing a 3-year deal with the Las Vegas Raiders. While nothing has been officially confirmed, the rumor has set fans and analysts abuzz with speculation about what this could mean for the Raiders' future. Milro, known for his dual threat capabilities and dynamic playmaking skills, has been turning heads since his college days. His ability to make plays with both his arm and legs has caught the attention of scouts, and it seems the Raiders could be positioning themselves to invest in his potential. If this deal comes to fruition, it would mark a significant move for the Raiders, who have been searching for stability and a spark at the quarterback position. The idea of Milro joining the Raiders sparks all kinds of questions. Could he be the franchise quarterback they've long sought? Or is this a gamble on a player with raw talent who needs time to develop? The Raiders have been known to take calculated risks on players with upside, and Milro fits that mold perfectly. A 3-year contract suggests the team is willing to give him ample time to grow, learn the system, and eventually lead the offense. From the fans' perspective, the prospect of Milro in silver and black is exciting. His mobility and athleticism could open up a new style of play for the Raiders, potentially transforming their offensive schemes. It also fuels competition within the quarterback room, pushing the established starters to elevate their game or risk losing their spot. However, skeptics point out that Milro still has much to prove at the professional level. Transitioning from college to the NFL is notoriously difficult, and not every promising prospect pans out. The Raiders will need to be patient and provide a supportive environment for him to thrive. How the coaching staff plans to integrate him remains a mystery, but it's clear that if this signing happens, it could shake up the team's dynamics in a big way. The timing of this rumored deal also raises eyebrows. With the NFL offseason in full swing, teams are looking to shore up key positions, and the Raiders may see Milro as a cornerstone for their rebuild. Whether this is a preemptive move to secure a potential star or simply a low-risk signing to add depth, it's a story worth watching closely. While the Raiders organization remains tight-lipped, insiders suggest that talks have been progressing steadily. If the contract is officially inked, it could mark the beginning of an intriguing chapter for both Milro and the Raiders. Until then, the NFL community will keep buzzing about the possibility of this young quarterback carving out his place in one of the league's most storied franchises. In the ever-shifting landscape of the NFL, rumors like these remind us that the future is often shaped behind closed doors, and the next big breakout star could be just a signature away. Keep your eyes peeled. Jaylen Milro to the Raiders might just be the next headline to watch unfold. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.